Yo, peace was good. Welcome to another hip hop album review. This is part 129. The album that we're reviewing today is Grand Puba's second album, 2000, released in 1995. But now you guys should know who Grand Puba is. If you guys don't know who he is, check out the first three, or at least check out my review on his first album, Real to Real. And I did a review on the first three Grand Nubian albums. Excuse me. So that should give you an idea who Grand Puba is. Right after Real to Real, you know, he took a break. He appeared on a couple of appearances. Like he was actually featured on the song "Watch the Sound" off of Fat Joe's first time Represent, which I do have to do a review on, and I have to do a review on his first three albums because those are the only albums I have from Fat Joe. The Represent, Jealous One's Envy, and Don Cartagena. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, he took a little break, appeared on a couple of appearances here and there, whatever, and then he ended up coming with this album right here. All right, you see a much older Grand Puba. You know what I'm saying? See him with the Lamborghini, shows like he made it and stuff like that. See what the back looks like. There's two singles off the album. The singles are "I Like It," I Want to Be Where You Are, and a little of this. Those are the singles. Those are the two singles off the album. Right. Open it up. This is what the actual CD looks like. All right. Pretty cool. Then from the left, like one of his mans. I don't know if that's Stud Dougie or what. It might be Stud Dougie. I'm not sure. DJ Alamo of Brand Nubian fame. He left Brand Nubian with Grand Puba after the first album, and Grand Puba himself. You see the Lamborghini and stuff like that. Pretty cool. All right. Get some water. Alright, open it up. See the album credits. You see Grand Puba with the Lamborghini right there. Open it up. See like kind of like an animated, Grand Puba and his mans, in the background and somewhere in New Rochelle and shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm assuming like his block where he lived at and shit like that, where he grew up at. Pretty cool. Yep. Alright. Producers on the album. Producers are Mark Spark, dope producer out of North Carolina, pretty dope. Yeah, Mark Spark. Chris Ligio, but he goes by the name of Sugar. Minnesota, shout out to Minnesota. Dope producer for the Bronx. Done stuff like Biggie, Big Pun, countless other people. Minnesota. DJ Alamo, he appears twice on this album, production-wise. And Dante Ross out of Stimulated Dummies. Alright, you guys should know Dante Ross. Definitely should know him. He's very instrumental with Brand Nubian's career and stuff like that. Alright. Oh, and feature. Oh, shit. Features on the album. There's two features. They're not. Yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. Michelle Valdez. She's like a singer. And actually Sadat X is on this, but he's not featured, like he's not credited, but he is on one song called Play It Cool, so which I'll get into. Alright. First song of the album is called Very Special. Very Special, pretty dope track. It's like nice way to start the album. Kind of like sets the tone of the album. That was produced by Mark Spark or whatever his name is. Pretty cool track right there. Like I said, sets the tone of the album and stuff like that. Has like a nice laid back vibe to it, kind of like a dreamy vibe to it. You know what I mean? Very dope. My only thing is like the song kind of dragged on a little bit too long. Like the hook dragged on too long, and like some of the verses was kind of like too drawn out in my opinion. You know what I mean? That was my only gripe with this song, but the beat was dope. Track 2, I like it. Where I want to be where you are in parentheses. Pretty dope track. That's the first single off the album. I remember hearing that song back in the 90s, 95. I was 8 years old at the time. I remember being like remember hearing that on Hot 97 and stuff like that. The car with Mom Deuce and shit like that. But that was pretty dope. Back when Hot 97 used to play everything, you know, it played like. It could play Grand Puba, but then it would play Biggie, then it would play like Tribe, then it would play, you know, Mary J. Blige. It was a nice mixture back then. I missed that, but that was pretty cool. I like it. It's pretty much like a braggadocious track. That song, like when I hear that song all the time, anytime I hear that song, like it brings me back to '95 in the summertime. It has that summertime vibe to it, and the video is pretty cool. You know, you see Kid from Kid and Play in the video and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Yeah, very dope song. Like that song, like right there. Track 3, A Little of This. That was a pretty cool track. That was the second and last single of the album. Dope video too. You just see them like in a park, whatever. They have like a picnic, and you see everybody just just enjoying their time at the park. They barbecuing and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Definitely gives you that summer vibe to it. Track 4, Keep On. That was okay. That was a pretty cool track. Track 5, Backstabbers. Pretty dope track. That was featuring Michelle Valdez. That song, it pretty much stood about his girl that is complaining that he's always chilling with Grand Puba is always chilling with his boys. But it's like, yo, I'm trying to make this money, and they kind of go at it, you know, and they end up breaking up and stuff, whatever. So you know, they went their separate ways, and with and there was a time where like, you know, Grand Puba, you know, you doing this thing, you know, smashing different girls and stuff like that, you know, just doing his thing. So one time, like it's like a couple weeks after they broke up, they actually met up. They actually saw each other. So you know. So she asked Grandpa, "Oh, how you doing?" "I'm good. Like, what's good with you?" Blah blah. I was like, "Oh, I'm good," but you know, she just want to say that like his friends are not who they are, who they think they are. Your friends are not really your friends that you think they are. And he's like, "Yo, what do you mean? You tripping?" And she's like, "Well, when you went on vacation, when you was on tour, one of your boys, his best friend, actually tried to get at her, you know, behind his back." And so it was kind of like on some shit like where like he's trying to get with her behind her back, you know what I'm saying? And you know, at first Grand Puba wasn't really believing that, you know, he was kind of like, "Nah, that's my boy, he would never do that." And she got into more details, and then he's like, "Oh, okay." So the moral of the story is like, be careful who your friends are, because your friends are your worst enemy. Which is true, because you know, your friends who you confide with, you tell your everything to, like you tell your secrets, your darkest secrets or your deepest secrets, they know. So if you guys ever turn on each other, they can use all that shit on you. They can just like put you out, which I think is a fucked up thing to do. You know what I mean? But that's what they talk about. Don't trust anybody. That's the moral of the story. All right. Track 6, 2000. That was alright. That was another braggadocio track. Track 7, Amazing. It's another braggadocio track too. It's just telling you how he's amazing and things like that. Track 8, Don't Waste My Time. That song is pretty cool. It's pretty much it's an AIDS awareness track. Pretty much promoting safe sex. It's just talking about how you got these chicks that always try to get at Grand Puba because of his fame. Like he just want to get in his pants and stuff like that. But yo, I'm not just gonna sleep with anybody. You know what I mean? Because you know, AIDS is nothing to fuck with. There's no cure for it and stuff like that. So pretty much strap up, guys. And that's the moral of the story. You know what I mean? That's what I got from that joint right there. Pretty cool track. Track 9, Play It Cool. That's a dope song. That's featuring Sadat X. Sadat X has the first verse, and then Grand Puba has the second verse. I think Sadat X had the best verse on the song. It's a braggadocio track, but Sadat X to me stole the show. That was pretty cool. Those are the only two features, like I said, Sadat X and Michelle Valdez. Pretty dope beat too. Track 10, playing the game, pretty cool. He pretty much talks about how these females like to play these games and shit like that, cause they know, like, a guy's gonna go crazy over their body. So he's playing the game, like, but he's playing reverse psychology. So he's doing the same thing what the girls would do to the guys. He's doing it to them. So he actually plays the game on them. You know what I mean? Like I said, reverse psychology. So like how girls like to take advantage of guys, he's doing the same thing to them. So like I said, he's playing the game. Hence the name of the song, playing the game. That was pretty cool. In the last track 11, change the game. Change gonna come. Pretty cool. He pretty much shows about how the black community is fucking up. Like we gotta step our game up. You know what I mean? Just like niggas just killing each other for no reason. We just playing against. We just playing the game. He's just playing with the government's conspiracy of fucking up the ghetto and shit like that. That how we gotta step our game up. Like stop selling drugs, stop killing each other. There's no unity in the black community, and it still goes on to today, which is unfortunate. You know what I mean? We just gotta, look into ourselves and stuff like that. And that was pretty much a dope way to end the album. Overall, my verdict of this album. Overall, I feel like it was a good album, but I have a couple of gripes with the album. Some of the beats, I like the beats. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like some of the beats sounded a little bit too much of the same. It was a little bit too samey in my opinion, which could get a little boring at times. I feel like he could have had a little bit more subject matter, especially him being like a 5%er. Just talking a little bit about like about the history of the 5%ers. You know what I mean? Like, or just some concept songs. You know what I mean? But that was like one thing about the 90s. A lot of MCs at that time, like a lot of times, like they didn't really have a lot of subject matter. Just talk about how I'm the illest, which is good, but that could be a little bit boring at times. But the beats really, to me, kind of saved those albums, in my opinion. But and this is coming from someone that loved 90s hip hop, but again, I feel like some of the tracks, I feel like could have been a little bit better as far as like concepts. You know what I mean? Some of the beats would sound a little bit too much of the same. But very dope album, very underrated. You could tell like a lot of people kind of like the first album over this album, and I guess people felt the same way how I felt too, which is why this album didn't really sell very well. But it's a good album. Is it a classic? No, it's not a classic. But then when you pop this album in, you get the sense of mid-90s New York, like in 95, like in the summertime. This is an album that when you listen to it, it brings you back to the summertime in New York back in the mid-90s. You get that vibe to it, you know what I mean? So, but overall, good album. Classic is not, but I highly recommend checking it out. If you guys like mid-90s boom bap, you like Grand Puba, his lyricism, then you will definitely enjoy this album right here. That's it, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed that review. Stay tuned for more videos. I might do another one today. Stay tuned for that. Peace.